Any of you joining today, did you watch our live video on Friday? If you did, thanks for joining again. Okay, so I have a thick consistency. See, it's not falling too much from the whisk. All right, now we're gonna move over to our waffle maker and pour this bad boy in. Come. So we have a Belgian waffle maker at home, and I've already greased it with some avocado cooking spray. Here you go, which I got from Whole Foods. I know you can also order it off of Amazon. All that's in it is avocado oil, so that's very good. So I'm just gonna pour it from the center so it can get into all 4 sections evenly. And you wanna make sure you pour enough to cover up all the black areas inside your waffle maker. I'm gonna close it and rotate it to the other side. And again, guys, for this one, I just did 1 cup of the mix. And as you can see, it's gonna make 2 waffles. We're just gonna let that cook until the timer goes off. This again, for anyone just now joining, we're also making an elderberry syrup. We'll be selling the packets as well, and all you have to do is just add water and your sweetener. You can use maple syrup or agave, and you'll have your immune boosting, respiratory enhancing elderberry syrup that you and your family can enjoy. I give it to my daughter all year round, and during the flu season, in the winter months, I give her additional tablespoons or teaspoons multiple times a day just to make sure she doesn't catch the cold. So in here we have some dried elderberries, ginger, clove, and Ceylon cinnamon. And I've added 3.5 cups of water to it, and we're gonna wait for that to come to a boil. Then we're gonna turn it down to low and have it simmer for 45 minutes to an hour. All right, let's start on our pancakes. Is anyone out there actually cooking with us this morning, or are you guys just watching today? Well, watch, pay attention, and then when you have the chance or you have your waffle mix at home, make it along. So in here we have, this is a vegan pancake mix, but I'm also gonna show you what you do if you have our alkaline pancake mix. So in here, if you're making it at home, you wanna just have, I have a large family, I have 4 family members, so I cook a bigger batch. So when I cook it, I tend to make about 12 pancakes. And to make 12 pancakes, you need 2.5 cups of white spelt flour. You need a 1/4 cup of garbanzo bean flour, 4 tablespoons of agave powder or agave syrup. You also need 2 tablespoons, if you're doing the alkaline version, of whipped aquafaba. And aquafaba, again, is just garbanzo bean water. So when you have your dried garbanzo beans and you cook it, that water that you cook it in, once it's done, you still cook that down some till it gets till it reduces to about half the size and gets a little thickness to it. And you reserve that water. You can use that water to add fluffiness to cakes, to these pancakes especially. And so what you do is you take the water and you whip it. I'm going to show you how to do that today as well. So, and then you have 2 cups of sparkling water. Again, the sparkling water adds the bubbles that are needed to help the pancakes become fluffier. If you're not doing an alkaline specific pancake, you can also add vanilla extract or vanilla powder. And when I do that, I add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt as well. All right, so, and of course your whatever cooking oil you're using to make the pancakes. So here now I use our alkaline, our vegan pancake mix. Again, 16 ounces that you get with the pancake mix. You get 16 ounces, and we use 1 cup to make 4 to 5 pancakes.
And someone said, what is meant by the alkaline version?
So in the alkaline version, there's some people like myself who follow an alkaline diet, and I do about an 80-20. What it means is these ingredients help to promote the pH balance within your system. So you want to eat more alkaline foods instead of acidic foods. And that helps to clear out mucus out of your system. And just when mucus is cleared out your system, you get less illnesses, less diseases, and your body can fight these things off even better. So alkaline means the types of food that promote an alkaline pH within your body and not an acidic one. All right, so I heard the timer go off on one of our waffles. So I'm gonna open it up. Look how good that looks. Woo! That is nice. All right, so we have one down. And then we're gonna wait for the other one to be done. Let's start on our pancake mix. All right, so as I said, if you are doing the alkaline version, you want to add aquafaba, which is chickpea water that you're going to whip, and the chickpea water that you have cooked the actual dried chickpeas in. So for this, I'm using 2 tablespoons of aquafaba. I have my handheld mixer with a whisk at the end, and I'm just going to start whisking. You want to make sure this is on high speed to get it to whip. And as you can see, it already starts to turn white. This step takes about 2 to 3 minutes. And what you want to accomplish is you want to get your aquafaba water to become light, fluffy, almost like whipped cream would look. So we're going to do this for about 2 minutes.
Can I use garbanzo bean water instead?
Same thing. Chickpeas and garbanzo bean are actually the same thing. So yes, if you have chickpeas, if you have garbanzo beans, whatever you want to call it, is the same item. That's the water you want to use. You see it getting bigger, it's doubling in size now. So 1 minute has passed since I've been doing this. We're going to give it another minute or 2. Getting thicker and thicker. I'm going to check on the consistency. You see that? That's what you want. Stiff peaks when you lift up your whisk. That's when you know it's ready. All right, so our elderberry is now boiling, and at this point, we're gonna turn it down to low. And we're just gonna leave it here to simmer, again, for 45 minutes to 1 hour. If you're just joining, inside of our elderberry syrup, we have dried elderberries, ginger, clove, Ceylon cinnamon, and we'll be adding at the end, once it actually cools down, you can add maple syrup or agave if you'd like. Elderberry syrup helps boost your immune system and helps fight any respiratory disease or such as like the flu, colds. Again, I give my daughter this every single day. During the seasons of the flu and the winter months, I give her more teaspoons each day throughout the day. And when we're in the springtime and summertime, I'll take that down to maybe 1 serving a day for her. Oh, you can do it old school. Someone asked, what's an alternative if you don't have an electronic blender? You can do it old school. I know I have frail arms, so I need something electric that can put in that work for me. But yes, you can whisk it very quickly, especially if you know how to do that. You can whisk it very quickly with a hand whisker. And we also earlier made our waffle using our vegan pancake mix. You can use the alkaline pancake. And to use that, you can also put an additional 1 to 2 teaspoons of sea moss for the added health benefits. Your waffles will fluff up just like it does with the vegan pancake mix. Okay, we're gonna go back to making our pancakes. So I'm gonna turn my griddle on. If you don't have a griddle, that's fine. You can use a pot on the stove. Sorry about that. And I'm spraying my griddle with a non-stick avocado oil spray. Again, I got this from Whole Foods. You can get it on Amazon if you can't find it in any stores. And all that's in there, the only ingredient, is avocado oil. So we're gonna let our pan heat up, but in the meantime, I'm gonna add some water. Again, we're using sparkling water. I just prefer using sparkling water. You can use regular spring water if you prefer. I like the additional bubbles and lift that the sparkling water provides to the pancakes. I'm gonna put 3/4 cup. You're going to whisk your mixture together. If you're using the alkaline mix, I like this a little thinner, so I'm just going to put just a tad bit more. If you are using the alkaline pancake mix that we have, At this point, you want to gently fold in, and I'll show you what it means to fold in. Put this on the side for now. And you can use as much as you want. Once you whip 2 tablespoons, it actually gives you around a 1/4 cup of whipped aquafaba. You can put that in. And you just gently fold your pancake batter like this. Again, whipped aquafaba is very useful when you're trying to bake, especially with alkaline cooking. It helps to give a fluffiness to cakes, since with alkaline cooking you can't use baking soda, baking powder. Even though baking soda itself is technically alkaline, it alkalizes the body, but it is not approved on the Dr. Sebi list if that's what you're following. So sparkling water and the aquafaba will help to give a fluffiness to your baked goods. And if you can see all those little bubbles? Those air pockets help to fluff up your pancake. Okay. Now I'm going to take some of the mix. Have a slight obsession with symmetry, so I like round, very round pancakes. And we're just gonna let these cook until you start seeing around the edges look like they're cooking. And you see bubbles forming up at the top. Give it a quick check. Looks perfect on the back side. And just flip them. See how beautifully golden brown those are? That's what you're looking for. You see you still have your bubbles forming. That's perfect, guys. That's how you want your pancakes to come out looking. We're gonna cook those for a couple more seconds. But again, we used our vegan pancake mix to do this. And in our vegan pancake mix, if you're just joining, we have white spelt flour, garbanzo bean flour, agave powder, vanilla powder, sea salt, and baking soda. In our alkaline mix, we have white spelt flour, garbanzo bean flour, agave powder, and sea salt. These are all alkaline ingredients. With the alkaline mix, we recommend you whipping the aquafaba as I showed you and folding it in, as well as using sparkling water to provide that fluffiness that you need in a pancake. We've had people who have tried the pancake mixes and said it reminded them just of pancakes when they were growing up. And the amazing thing is, without you having to do a lot. Traditional pancakes, I'm gonna take these off the griddle, guys. Traditional pancakes, you have to add eggs, you have to add milk, you have to add your vanilla. If you want to add vanilla, you have to add all these ingredients. So in addition to you buying your pancake mix, then you also have to buy all these additional ingredients in order to actually make the pancake. Now with these mixes, all you simply have to do is add your aquafaba if you're doing the alkaline mix, and sparkling water if you're doing the vegan mix. All you have to do is add water. You mix it, put it on the griddle or your stovetop, and you're done. That's the beauty of it. So we have our waffles that we did make. Have our beautiful waffles that we made, and we have our pancake mix. Both were using our pancake mixes. For the waffles, we like a little coconutty flavor in it, so we just added an additional quarter cup of coconut flour and coconut milk, and we mix that up. And if you want, you can taste your batter. Always taste your batter. If you might like some things more sweeter than others, for these coconut ones that I make, I tend to add maybe another teaspoon or two of agave syrup, and that's it. Couple of minutes. You see how quick it was. To whip the aquafaba, it took us 3 minutes to do, and then to actually make the pancakes only took us about 2 minutes. That's it. In and out, 5-6 minutes tops, and you have a lovely meal that you can make for your family. So let's go back to our elderberry syrup, and I'll show you what we're doing with that. So again, we turned it down. We have it simmering on low right now, and we're gonna cook this for 45 minutes to 1 hour. Now we already had some done and stored. So we always usually make like a big jar, and we keep it. If anyone starts feeling a little ill, feel like they might be coming down with cold, we start taking a lot of servings of this each day. About every 2 hours, we might do a tablespoon, just to help to prevent us from getting sick, which it has done an amazing job this year. So again, this helps to boost your immune system, and it also helps alleviate any respiratory illnesses that you may have. Inside of the elderberry mix, there's elderberries, dried elderberries, ginger, Ceylon cinnamon, cloves, and when you're done with it, when you're cooking it, all you do is add water, guys. We're gonna be selling this on our site as well if you want to. If not, at least you know what the ingredients are, but you just add water once you get our packet, and once it's boiled, cooled down, then you just sweeten it how you'd like, whether that be with maple syrup or agave. And that can help to protect your family, especially during this time and years to come. So as I said in the beginning, and for those of you just joining, I had two little mini additions for you guys. That was to show you how to make elderberry syrup. And the second one is to tell you, if you sign up, if you go on our website and subscribe, you automatically get 10% off your next purchase, as well as anyone who stays to the end. If you shoot me a direct message, we'll give you a code to get an additional 10% off your order. So that will be 20% off any products we have on FromSaltToPepper.com. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there's any other videos you want to see me make. The next video I make might actually be our curry chickpeas. I'll do that live, and I can do it with boiled dumplings or fried dumplings. You guys let me know. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask before we sign off and eat this food, because I am hungry. Any questions, guys?